Brett Okamoto with UFC featherweight Josh Emmett, who just delivered one of the top knockouts so far of this year against Michael Johnson in the third round. UFC Fight Night in Philadelphia. And Josh, I asked you earlier this week, do you feel like some of the momentum that you had built up was lost because you took a loss and then you were out of the octagon for a full year? I got to believe that momentum is all back after this result, don't you think?
Yeah, no, I definitely believe so. You know, it's I lost that momentum. I knew a big win over such a seasoned veteran would put me right back to where I was at, and I believe I did it. You know, it's that's one of the things I visualize. I work with a mind coach, and we went over that for an hour before the fight. Just he said, "What's the first thing what comes to mind when you finish the fight?" I said, "Overhand right." I landed perfect placement on the chin. He's out cold, and it's a walk-off home run like the longest fight, but with my right.
Yeah. Have you had a mind coach before, or was that something new before this?
I've had a mind coach for about 2-3 years, and we work every fight. And yeah, he's a great guy, and it really just pumps me up. I see the fight from all different angles. I visualize the feeling, the celebration after, and everything.
What was this week like, just in terms of the questions that you were answering repeatedly? And I'll admit that I was one of the ones that were asking you those. But of course, so the focus was on what happened to you against Jeremy Stephens and the long road back. Just talking about that and sort of reliving it and answering those questions. What was that like all week?
Man, that's all that I got asked. No one really asked me about the fight. Really, it was just about the injuries I sustained in the Jeremy Stephens fight 13 months ago, with all the, you know, facial fractures and vertigo and things like that. So I don't know, it doesn't bother me at all. It's what happened, and so I just talked about it, and I knew it would be a huge thing coming back from just coming out with a big win. You know, it put me back to where I was at, and one of the big things that I don't know if I mentioned it to you, but my doctor and nutrition and we worked on a supplement for a long time, and that's out now. It's available on joshemmett.com, and it's called Mastermind.
Well, not only did you come right back into like a fight against a well-known guy, but a guy who's also known for punching power. You didn't go out there against a guy who would maybe grapple you a little bit. You went right back into the fire. What was the fight like being out there? Because you guys were at some heavy exchanges pretty much from start to finish.
Yeah, no, Michael Johnson's a seasoned vet. He's fought the best. He's beat the best. I didn't want to go in there reckless and be on another one of his highlight reels. So I had to be patient. My coaches were saying just relax, don't rush it, it'll come. I tried to take him down, and he has some good takedown defense. I feel like I always give my opponents a lot of respect, just because I watch their fights. I'm a fan of the sport, but when I got in there, I didn't feel like he had much power. He wasn't fast. I thought he was going to be a lot faster and a lot more powerful, but you know, I've been in there with some of the best, and you know, I am one of the best. So
going into the third round, did you feel like I need to get a finish here just to make sure, or did you were you comfortable with where the scorecards might have been going into the third round?
I thought the first round was close. I thought my coaches said that we might have got the first round. The second round, I gave it to him, and they said just go out there, just let it loose, look for a finish, have a big fight, just let it go. I felt like I was kind of starting off slow. Like I said, it's been 13 months since I fought, and I just felt like I wasn't, you know, like my timing, everything wasn't really there, my movement, but I was just like, forget it, you know, I'm going to go out there, and I'm just going to swing for the fences, and if something happens, at least I'm going to go out trying.
Can you even put into words what it feels like to connect that punch, and then you sort of like, you didn't really, it wasn't like, it was a walk-off, but it wasn't where when you just like walked away, like you kind of, and you had like it was an interesting facial expression that you had, you know, and can you even put it into words what that feels like to see him go down like that?
No, I don't know, I just knew, you know, I landed it, and then I was going to go in there, and he was just stiff, so I'm not going to follow up, you know. The ref was starting to step in, and I was just kind of waiting for that. I didn't want to follow up with some huge unnecessary blows.
Yeah. Featherweight division is fun right now, man. Who do you got your eye on? What do you want next after this?
And just everyone. I haven't ever called anyone out unless it was a big opportunity. I'll take it, but whoever, you know what I mean? I want to go home, decompress, talk to my coaches, hang out with my wife, and then get back in the gym. And man, I want to fight on International Fight Week. I've never fought in Vegas. It would just be an excuse for my friends and family to go out there. I know I'd have who knows how many people would come out. There's tons of people that flew out from the West Coast just for this, and it means the world to me. I have the best support system, and yeah, I need Reebok to make me some shirts, man. Like everyone asked me, they would actually make a decent amount of money if I had a shirt.
Get on that, Reebok. Let's get this man a shirt, and let's get him a fight on International Fight Week. Congrats. Great knockout.